Okay, parshas Acharei Mos. Vaydaber Hashem Moshe, Acharei Mos Shnei Bnei Aaron. Hashem spoke to Moshe after the passing, the death. Bnei Aaron, the Korvosam Lifnei Hashem Yamusu, because they came close before Hashem, therefore they died. So Rashi cites the famous Chazal. I mean, the Torah wants to communicate the prohibition of going into the Kodesh Kadoshim throughout the year, and the only time the Kohen Gadol is permitted to go was only on Yom Kippur. So you should say, Al Yovav Kodesh, Cholei Sel Kodesh. The Kohen Gadol is not permitted to enter into the Kodesh whenever he chooses to do so. Why does it have to be introduced with the passing, with the death of Shnei Bnei Aaron? Vaydaber Hashem Moshe Acharei Mos Shnei Bnei Aaron, Ma Talmud Lomar. Hoyo Reb Elazar ben Azariah Moshel Moshel. So Reb Elazar ben Azariah would explain it with a moshel, with an allegory. L'chodesh nichlas etzel rofei. Person wasn't well, goes to the doctor. Omalo al tochal tzonon al tishka b'tchav. Don't eat cold food. Don't lie in damp locations. Ba'achiv omalo al tochal tzonon. Another person with the same similar illness came to him, and he says to him the same thing. Al tochal tzonon al tishka b'tchav. Don't eat cold food. Don't lie in damp. So you shouldn't die as the first one succumbed because he wasn't careful. The second person who had the example by the person who he didn't follow instructions, or he did follow, but because the cause was that, he alerted him to alert, or he motivated him to a greater degree. Therefore, the Torah tells us, when the Torah speaks to Aaron, it's Acharei Mos Shnei Bnei Aaron, because it's communicated in a more profound level when you give the example of Shnei Bnei Aaron. So, of course, the obvious question is, if we're talking to an ordinary person, you need examples. Because this person violated, see what happened, same thing could happen to you. Talk to Aaron, Aaron Shokul connected Moshe. What Hashem says, you're not permitted. So what's even the consideration, right? But yet, even Aaron needs the example of Shnei Bnei Aaron. So maybe you'll say, because Aaron felt that he was at another level, and because he was another level, he could go into the Kodesh Kadoshim whenever he chooses to do so. So if so, then the Shnei Bnei Aaron are not a good example. The reason why they died was because they weren't at the level. He's at the more advanced level. So therefore, what in the Mos Shnei Bnei Aaron? Correct? Mm-hmm. Discussion, the Gemara's Vachim. Did he officiate after they were installed? Did he still officiate as a Kohen Gadol? Well, Moshe was another level, but here it said it's speaking specifically to Aaron. Daber el Aaron. V'yomer Hashem Moshe Daber el Aaron. So it's speaking to Aaron. It's a directive to Aaron. Yeah, but so if it's told, what does he need the example? He needs the model case of Shnei Bnei Aaron, because they died. The answer is, even if he'd speak directly to him, it still wouldn't be enough. Somehow, he'd feel somehow we'd justify it. Mm-hmm. Maybe there are exceptions to the rule. Most times not, maybe a certain time yes, but evidently he needs it. Difficult. See, in terms of the menorah, it says Vayaskin Aaron. By the lighting of the menorah, it says L'hagid shel Aaron Shloshina. So there you could say that you think that, but there light the menorah, Loshina, that since he has the schus of lighting the menorah, he has his own. He's able to innovate a little bit. But there's no prohibition. Here it says specifically, Dabar l'Aaron Yovel b'Chalei Kodesh. I mean, whoa, there's no wiggle room over here. You understand? Here it's much more difficult. V'yom Hashem el Moshe Dabar l'Aaron. Ochicho. Val Yovel b'Chalei Kodesh. He should not come any time. El HaKodesh b'Misl Paroches. From the inner side of the Paroches, El Pnei HaKapores, which faces the Kapores, Shel HaOron V'lo Yomus, Kapores, which is on the Oron, he should not die, Ki Be'ona Neiru Al HaKapores. Because with the cloud I appear on the Kapores. Rashi, Yom Hashem Moshe Davar L'Aaron Ochiv Al Yovush Lo Yomus K'ler Shmei Sivonov Lo Yomus Shimbo Humes. Of course, if he does come, he will die. Ki Be'ona Neiru Ki Tomer Ani Nire Shomim Im Amud Anoni. And because the revelation of Meshchin is the Yizor Shlo Yargolovo, Zo Pshuto. It's interesting. I mean, there's a certain connotation here. Because the revelation of Meshchin is the Yizor Shlo Yargio. He shouldn't be accustomed to coming there. It seems to be because if he comes, he will not appreciate the presence of the Shekhinah. Rogil to be a regilus. It'll become common. He'll get used to it. It's like Shlo Yag Yizor Shlo. Therefore, he shouldn't frequent too often. Good, he said Yizor Shlo Yovo. What's Shlo Yargil Yovo? Medrosho lo yovo kim ba'ana ketores b'yom kippurim. Lo yovo kim ba'ana kapores. He should only come when he brings the ketores, when he sacrifices the ketores. Any other time he's not permitted to come there. Over here the Ramban speaks about what you meant. The Gemara Zvochim says, Al yovo Aaron ochicho b'choleis el kodesh. But it seems to be ochicho means your brother. Moshe did not have this provision. Okay. Over here, there's a Kli Yoker. The Kli Yoker says it seems to be the language is contradictory. Al Yovu Chalei Kodesh. He cannot come continuously, but it seems sometimes he can, which means frequently, but infrequently he can. But he can't come once in a while. But the truth is, he can only come at a specific time. The connotation is chol eis not, continuously not, but once in a while is okay. But even once in a while it's not okay, right? It's only specifically during Avodas Yom Kippurim. Shareinu bo ki im pamachs b'shona. It's only one time. V'oma anisha tam isa biyosu sham atoli b'chatos ha'om kevam nosem avdilim beinu v'in elokeim ulomonea gambiyas Aaron ki ashim som pluya bo k'mosh nemar. Okay. Second. Says whole thing. It's like a little drushi. He says that the only reason why Aaron is permitted to go into Kodesh Kadoshim is to be mechaper for the right? But so his only relevance to that location is the people. So if the people are not worthy, because of the chetz, he can't go in. So he says Yom Kippur, the Klausel are compared to Malochim. They don't exist within time. Just like a malach is not subject to time, we're not subject to time. So that's b'chol eis al yovel b'chol eis al hakodesh. Whenever time has relevance, that's when he's not permitted to come in. Because the only reason why his relevance there is only because he's a representative of Klal Yisrael. So what is it not b'chol eis? Yom Kippur, because since Klal Yisrael are analogous to Malachim, okay. No, he's interpreting the word. No, he's explaining the word b'chol eis is like a drush. B'chol eis, when it has relevance to time, that doesn't mean any time, continuously. It means b'chol eis, whenever the time of year is subject to time, that's when he should not come. Which, except for Yom Kippur, because Klal Yisrael are similar to Malachim.
What was the sequence before the Aaron's sons died? Did Aaron do Ketores first and then they mimicked, or he didn't do Ketores and they?
No, he didn't.
He hadn't done it yet.
Well, he had done it in the morning. He didn't, but they added to it. They added to the
So
Ketores.
he did it first and then they did it.
Yeah, but if they would have done what he did, it would have been okay also.
Yeah, obviously it's.
Rabbi, did it ever happen with Kohen Gadol? First of all, welcome back.
How you doing?
Yeah, thank you.
You know, it's like a guy comes, he has to punch his clock. Okay, Alan just punched the clock. Okay.
Did it ever happen that the Kohen Gadol would be perfectly worthy Kohen Gadol, but because the people were not worthy, he would expire?
If he was truly worthy, he would not
It's
expire.
just that the red
Just didn't.
comes in, becomes
Right,
becomes
correct,
a
correct,
not,
correct.